They're in the gate. Away and running. Terrible starts for So Emotional and Sweetheart Moon. The other four break on a line, and Sparkling Ruby comes out swinging. Feel the Bolt is right there too, and so is It's All Red. Power Drivers are settled fourth, and So Emotional gets a whip to keep that mind on running and now claims that fourth place position. And Sweetheart Moon botched it at the start. They race down to the 4 furlong point, and Sparkling Ruby shows the way today, but it's a tight length at best. It's All Red is right there hounding the speed in second, and So Emotional loops up on the far outside. Field of Bolt stays at that rail, and Power Driver tries to pass that rival. 3 furlongs to go, and Sparkling Ruby has called it a day. It's All Red comes calling for the lead. So Emotional, despite those antics at the start, is right there in a position to challenge. Power Driver loops up on the far outside, and Field of Bolt stays at the rail as they turn for home. Three of them across the track of the 3/16, and It's All Red is the first one to kick, but here comes the long present strides of Power Driver, who now surges to the lead as the third choice in the wagering market, and Power Driver kicks on for home. It's All Red ran a big race today, but played second fiddle to the winner, and the winner is Power Driver. It's All Red was second, So Emotional third, and Phil the Bolt was fourth. Away and running. True to form is Mastermind showing that good early speed. Up the outside, Zipper Zapper trying to hold second, and Spectrier was just a touch slow when the starter pressed the button and is last of all. So around the turn they go. Mastermind with 7 furlongs out lets it out a notch to lead by almost two. Zipper Zapper takes up the chase in a tight rein in second, and Spectrier continues the trail at the back of the pack. So Mastermind leaves the first turn behind with an expanding 3-length lead, and the quarter was pokey at best. 25.35 seconds as the rail is left wide open for Mastermind and Julio Hernandez today, who looks for back-to-back wins. They pass the 5 furlong pole with a comfortable lead. Zipper Sapper is right there taking up the chase at ground second, and now Spectre to the outside to try that take that position away. There's 4 furlongs to go, and Mastermind still calls the shots, and the half mile is 50.12 seconds as they start to get closer on Mastermind. 3.5 furlongs to go. Mastermind still the leader. Now Spectre and Carol Cedeno takes up the chase in second, and Zipper Zapper tries to dig deep and find more ground, saving third, but not responding with 5/16 to go. Mastermind has had an easy lead all throughout, and Spectre is the only threat at the quarter pole as heads turn for home. 3/4 posted in 1:15.39 seconds, and Mastermind comes spinning out of the turn, leading by 2. Still chasing in second is Spectre. Zipper Zapper's trying to find a second win while up against the fence with 1 more furlong to go. Mastermind is starting to huff and puff. Spectre is going to pick this one off when it mattered the most, and Spectre from off the pace with Carol Cedeno to win over Mastermind and Zipper Zapper. Are in the gate. Away and running. Terrible start for the 5, Shipmaster. Great speed from return fire today. Deep on the track, Dubai and back is showing good early toe, and up the inside, El Fuego Mas Brillante is on a very tight hold. Nanga Parbat came away in that 4th place position, and that was short-lived as Skylar's Artemis has a steady advance to claim 3rd, and the last 3 is Oxford Union, Star Force, and Shipmaster had a terrible start. Up and around the first turn they go. Dubai and back sets the tone as the gray Skylar's Artemis absolutely botched that first turn run. Return fire came away in second, and Nanga Parbat stays glued towards the rail. El Fuego Mas Brillantes in the center of the track in 4th, and Oxford Union's a ground-saving 5th. Skylar's Artemis is trying to get on track in front of Shipmaster, and Star Force has a lot of catching up to do and 4.5 furlongs to do it in. They race towards the backstretch now in the Amateurs Riders Club of America race, in Dubai and back sets the tone, and the lead is by 4. Return fires right there, hounding the speed in second, and El Fuego Mas Brillante has no excuses, getting closer in that 3rd place position with 3 furlongs to go. Around the bend, Dubai and back calls the shots, but that lead is down to a length and a half. Return fires right there in second. El Fuego Mas Brillante comes under a drive. Oxford Union's in between rivals, and Nanga Parbat is all dressed up with nowhere to go. 3/16 of a mile to go, and Dubai and back hugs that corner like a train on tracks and shot away by 3. Return fire gives game chase in second. So does Nanga Parbat, and Oxford Union is slowly closing in. A 16th to go. Dubai and back is still leading. Oxford Union is getting closer. Here's Oxford Union lunging at Dubai and back. Dubai and back, and Taylor Kingsley has won it over Oxford Union, Return Fire, and Nanga Parbat. Up. Away and running. Terrible start for the 4, Mandy's Miss. Vicky Vale's the first one to pop on top. The speed of Sandy Sue is right there too. And there's the red cap of Mandy's Miss, who grabs 3rd over Pretty Geisha. Kitty Award now lands 4th, and LaGuardia is last of all, so pace plenty here. And Vicky Vale has the baton today and leads by a long neck. Sandy Sue is right there, hounding her speed every step of the way. Kitty Award sits the trip today as number 2, Sandy Sue, was in a very tight spot, and Mandy's Miss picks off that rival deep on the track. LaGuardia is in front of 1, and Pretty Geisha loose in the post parades last of all. Here's the quarter pole for Vicky Vale, leads by 3/4 of a length. Mandy's Miss has had to work hard to try to catch that speed. Kitty Award drops away, and Sandy Sue was a troubled 4th as they turn for home. Vicky Vale still leads by 3/4 of a length. Mandy's Miss takes the fight to her, and here she comes, and Mandy's Miss goes surging on past despite a slow start. Vicky Vale's in second, and Kitty Award's back in 3rd, closing late as LaGuardia for the Miners, but Mandy's Miss is a 9-5 winner to beat Vicky Vale, Kitty Award, and LaGuardia. Away and running. Good speed one from the inside from Boss Like Beth, who drifts out badly, and that leaves the rail for Bubbling Up to squeeze on through. And there's the speed of Joya Del Sur and Tito's Change My Luck. So it's a high octane pace between the top four, and coming away in that fifth place position is Dorothy's Dreams. Ariana's Pearl got shoved back after the start, and Reason Over Riches also had some trouble too. 6.5 furlongs to go, and Joya Del Sur had to work hard to get to the lead today, but she has the lead nevertheless. They spin out of the first turn, and she leads by 3. Bubbling Up's a ground-saving second, and Bust Like Beth pops off the fence and has a very wicked pace to chase today, and now claims second. Tito's Change My Luck is yielded to be in that fourth place position, and Dorothy's Dreams is bottled up for the moment in that fifth place position. Reason Over Riches is in front of 1, and Ariana's Pearl now picks off that rival. There's 4 furlongs to go, and Joya Del Sur tries to slow it down. The lead's down to a half a length. Make it a length and a half. Bubbling Up now starts to inject more pace in second, and Boss Like Beth coming under heavy drive in third, and Ariana's Pearl is closing in sweetly on the far outside, and here comes Ariana's Pearl to take a crack at Joya Del Sur as that quarter pole looms. Boss Like Beth stays at the rail in third, and Dorothy's Dream starts to stretch those legs on the far outside. Heads turn for home, and Ariana's Pearl's the first one to kick. Dorothy's Dream has all kinds of momentum on the outside. Joya Del Sur spinning her wheels at the top of the stretch. There's a furlong to go. Ariana's Pearl is holding on by a thread. Dorothy's Dreams leg weary but getting closer, 100 yards out. And here comes Dorothy's Dreams, who now surges to the top. Ariana's Pearl fights on. Dorothy's Dreams got it by a short head to beat Ariana's Pearl, Boss Like Beth, and Reason Over Riches. Away and running. Good speed one from the inside from Give It a Whirl. The rail belongs to There Are No Words, but both of them are passed in tandem by Ocean City. No One to Blame came away a handy fourth. Deep on the Track is Highest Distinction, teaming up with Two-Step and Kluke. Wow, What a Summer rides the rail, and Gray's Fable gets over to the inside. 1 circuit to go, and Ocean City leads the charge past the 6.5 furlong stick and leads the way by a short neck at best. Tracking in second is No One to Blame, and up the inside There Are No Words is a treble 3 third with about 6 furlongs left to go. Give It a Whirl tracks the speed in fourth. Highest Distinction encountered trouble around the turn, and Wow What a Summer protects the inside. Two-Step and Kluke also had a rough trip entering the first turn, and Gray's Fable is a ground-saving last. Down to the 4.5, and Ocean City has no excuses today under a nice tight rein and just lopes along smooth as silk right now and leads by a length and a tail. No One to Blame chases in second, and There Are No Words continues to stay at the rail, but the jockey gives a shove or two to stay with the speed. Highest Distinctions on the same page. Wow What a Summer is bottled up in fifth. Give It a Whirl very wide, not responding, passed by Gray's Fable, and nothing today from Two-Step and Kluke. Here's the quarter pole. Ocean City still calls the shots. There Are No Words picks off second, and Wow What a Summer closes into it too as heads turn for home. Ocean City, trying to have plenty saved in the final 3/16 of a mile, leads by 1 desperate length. Here comes the split from Wow What a Summer, now ducks to the fence, and Gray's Fable's gonna pass the ball. Gray's Fable at 6-1 from last to first. Gray's Fable has won it. Ocean City was second, There Are No Words was third, and Wow What a Summer finished fourth. away and running. Terrible start for Bobby Rocky Jake. Good speed from English Daddy today. Skinny Joy is hustled for early speed, and they're 1-2, and now Skinny Joy with ease takes over the lead. English Daddy is right there taking the fight to Skinny Joy, and the favorites are 1-2. And Gilted came away in third. El Dollar under a heavy drive in fourth, and so is Bobby Rocky Jake. They just passed the 4.5 furlong point, and English Daddy tries to kick on, but Skinny Joy is sticking with this rival every step of the way. They have kicked away by 3 open lengths to a tracking El Dollar who's deep on the track. Gilted rides that rail, but to no avail, and Bobby Rocky Jake still last of all. Here's the quarter pole, and Skinny Joy comes calling for the lead, but English Daddy's in for the fight. El Dollar's trying to have upset on its mind, and here comes Bobby Rocky Jake with a huge move on the far outside. Heads turn for home. English Daddy still leads, still chasing his El Dollar. Skinny Joey silently dropped the rail up the inside, and drifting out badly was English Daddy, hampering El Dollar. Bobby Rocky Jake continues to close in, but first under the finish line will be English Daddy. Hold all tickets though. El Dollar was a 25-1 second. Race 7, unofficial.
There's a